I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. This is Muhammad Ali, 191 centimeters tall with a reach of one. Muhammad Ali coming off. He is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which fighter will say no mas? You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. We wanted action, and they are delivering. They exchange punches. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Solid punch. Punch, counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Quick punch scores. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Now relax. Good work out there. The jab's work.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back. Just boxing.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Now go back out there and win this round. You only lost 1 round. Listen, don't worry about it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You're letting back.
And there's the bell to start round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Do you believe what we're seeing? To be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out there and switch
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just keep him on the end of that.
out there and win the round.
You've completely switched. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure you out.
You've let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better.
And there's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
How about that time counter shot? And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Switch on and get your boxing back together.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Just get...
On to the 4th we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss for that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the court?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Yes, I like that round. Good round.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken...
Oh, no! Ali is down! How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Go out there, just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Relax now. I don't...
Win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back.
But you're taking...
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how these two fighters respond after both got knocked down in the previous round.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident. Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
There's a counter shot. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
That's lights out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Beautiful counter punch. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the...
Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level skill. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Good counter punching. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great work. I love that. I love that.
Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Good counter punching. You don't want to trade shots. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. A perfect counter shot. Incredible work rate. This is a high-octane battle. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So the judges can't make up their mind. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
A draw. Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched. And this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.
This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisha. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the... It's Eric L. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Miss with that jab. Nice straight. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Marquez is rocked. Somehow weathered the storm.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like,
whoa, Johnny! And this fight is over. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisha, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these?
Here comes Eric El Terrible Morales. They don't come any tougher than this guy. Fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico. The first Mexican-born boxer in history to win world titles in 4 different weight classes. Juan Manuel Marquez, fighting out of Mexico City, a world champion in 4 different weight classes.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
And now for the official introduction.
This bout is scheduled for...
A lot of trash talk between these. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Oh, he took that jab well. He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Nice counter. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Trying to land that jab. There's a counter shot. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his... And Morales goes down on the canvas. And you can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talking about Morales in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right. Survive.
Here we go for round two. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. And he misses with that jab. They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the...
Whoa, Johnny! And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. And Derek Morales goes down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
That's another scoring shot. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talking about Morales in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Right. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big... Whoa, wait a minute! Eric Morales is dazed! And down goes El Terrible! I don't know, I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
The straight right just misses. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. The perfect counter lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Morales in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Back at it in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. The jab can't find a home. They exchange punches. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
The final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talking about Morales in that last round. A lot of work needs to be... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it could be like a mousetrap.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Fiend Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talking about Morales in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's... Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he just missed with that left jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
If this wasn't in the game plan, Morales has to find a way out of this. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.